Hello class 12th. This is your subject Business Studies, Chapter 7 Directing, Lecture number 5. In this lecture, we shall study Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Let's see what is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. See, all human behavior is directed towards fulfilling their needs. They are saying that if any human is doing some efforts to achieve some objective, definitely they are doing that effort to fulfill their needs. So Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theory is based upon the needs of human being. Fine, what are the needs of human being? Maslow's tell. So according to this theory, each and every people have certain needs. In response to that need, he or she is motivated to do work. Beta, we all have certain needs. For that, to fulfill that needs, we have to work. We are motivated to do work just to fulfill that need only. So human needs have hierarchy. That's why to motivate any people to work. What motivate any people to work? Needs. So the need of that person should be fulfilled according to the hierarchy, because as one need of that person is satisfied, another need will be created respectively. Human being has so many needs in the life. Definitely if one need is fulfilled, they will create another need respectively, and for that need, for the fulfilling of that need, they work. This fulfillment of need motivate them to do work. Fine. So there are 5 stages, 5 type of needs we can say in Maslow's theory, that are basic or we can say physiological needs such as food, clothes, shelter, etc. Second one is safety or we can say security needs, that is free from fear, protection, future prospects, etc. Next one is social need. Social need, just like this, it include love and affection, and we can say belongingness as well. Fine. Next one is esteem or ego needs, that is power, prestige and status. Last one is self-actualization need. According to Maslow, self-actualization need is the desire to become everything one is capable of becoming. Fine. So self-actualization need, just like to reflect the inner desire of an individual for personal satisfaction. Fine. Let's see it in brief. First of all, see, the needs have been classified in a hierarchy as follow. Number 1, physiological needs. These needs are fundamental or basic need of human being. You know, our basic need is food, water, clothes, shelter, all these things. So without these needs, human being cannot survive. Therefore, these needs are necessary to operate human life. These are the basic need of any human being, like food, water, clothes, shelter. Okay. So these needs are necessary to operate the human life. In organization, the manager can provide the adequate lighting, comfortable temperatures, and ventilation to motivate the employees at first. Fine. So these are the lower order needs and assume top priority. Are you getting me? These are the lower order needs. Order में तो it become lower, but priority में it is top. Fine. So the need of the employee can be fulfilled by basic salary, increments, and by giving him all these environment like comfortable temperature, comfortable environment, ventilation, etc. Fine. Next one is safety and security needs. Safety, or we can say security. Fine. An individual wants to be free from the fear of losing job, food, shelter, etc. So which is known as safety or security needs. It is the second important need as we saw in the diagram, because after fulfilling physiological need, people want safety and security needs. Fine. So these needs may be job security, old age provision, pension plans, insurance, security from risk, etc. Fine. So safety or security needs refers to get security and protection from physical and emotional harm. Fine. So these indicates that people should be free from fear, threat, and danger to life or property. So security needs refers to physical security, economic security, and social security as well. Now what are these three types of securities? Physical, economic, and social. Physical security refers to protection against fire, accidents, etc. Economic security denotes availability of money as to be able to satisfy one's basic need, so that the employee can satisfy his basic need. Fine. And social security needs refers to social support during old age illness or during any physical deformity. Fine. So these are safety and security needs. Next one is, what are social needs? It is the third hierarchy of needs which comes after fulfilling safety or security needs. Man is social in nature. Beta, you all know that man is social in nature. So therefore human beings always want to live in society and group which loves him or her the most. So these needs include love, affection, friendship, companionship, social acceptance, or we can say belongingness, etc. Fine. So in organization people tend to form informal group. लोग informal group बनाते हैं organization में to fulfillment of for the fulfillment of such needs. Fine. So a manager can initiate participation of employees as part of association to motivate them as much as he can. Fine. So these are the social needs. Moreover, by fostering team spirit and harmony among employees, the manager can ensure that their social needs are satisfied and they are getting work environment the best. Fine. So that they can do their work up to the best of their capacity. Understood? One is esteem needs, or we can say ego needs. Beta, after fulfilling the social needs of people, They now want esteem needs by which they can have some special and unique place or status for him or her. Fine, these are called esteem needs. So they want to be prestigious and respected, which is known as esteem or ego need. So it is the second last of the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So esteem needs relates to basically self-respect for oneself, for any person who is working in the organization, and the prestige or status of that person in the eyes of others. So satisfaction of esteem needs boost the morale of the employee and stimulate them for higher performance. Fine. These needs include self-confidence, self-respect, power, status, prestige, and job title. So he wants to be strong and want to have immense power from which he can get self-satisfaction. So for this thing, for giving the self-satisfaction to the employee, a manager can provide the attractive job position to employees so that they can fulfill self or esteem or ego needs. Fine. So every organization should give recognition, challenging jobs, praise, promotions to the high achievers. Fine. Now next one is self-actualization need. They are saying Maslow said that self-actualization is the last and highest need in his hierarchy. After all needs are fulfilled, especially including esteem and ego needs, they now want or desire to help others. Fine. So it is maximization of one's potential. In this need, people want to be satisfied in their desire, and it includes challenging job, creativity, and risk-bearing capacity. Generally, they are saying that people work toward the fulfillment of this need only when their first four needs are satisfied. जब चार नीड्स फर्स्ट फोर नीड्स सेटिस्फाई होती हैं तो ही पीपल गो फॉर सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड्स. सो दिस नीड रिफ्लेक्ट द इनर डिजायर ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल. फाइन. So at times it is not possible for the manager to assess the self-actualization needs of their subordinates. Understood? So all these were the need hierarchy theory of motivation of Maslow, given by Maslow. However, by providing great freedom and flexibility to operate to the competent employees, and managers can help them to satisfy their needs. Fine. There are certain assumptions about Maslow's theory. Let's study that. Number one, people's need influence their behavior. Beta, you know the behavior of the people is based on their needs. So satisfaction of such needs influence their behavior, influence the behavior of the people. Fine. Second one is needs of the individual can be arranged in a hierarchical order. Basically, in simple word, we can say that people's needs are in hierarchical order. So starting from basic needs to the higher level needs. Fine. Next one is an individual can move to a higher level need only when lower level need in the hierarchy is satisfied. I told you when I taught you the fifth one, self-actualization need, I told you one sentence that whenever employees' four needs are fulfilled, that is basic physiological needs, safety or security needs, affiliation and belongingness needs, and esteem needs. Only then he will think about fulfillment of self actualization need. So it is clear that an individual can move to a higher level need only when the lower level need in the hierarchy is satisfied. Fine. The next point is motivating people with growth needs. How to motivate people or employee with growth needs? Number one, offer support to complete new tasks. Definitely, if the manager offers support or motivate the employees to complete new tasks, the employee will feel belongingness to the organization, with the organization, and he will do his work properly. Second one, give staff and employees a challenge. It is not possible every time, but sometime a manager should give task challenges to staff and employees to prove that they are the best. So definitely the employees who work hard, they will try for that and they will give their best to their capability to achieve that. Fine. So it also motivates them with growth needs. Next one is work should be made interesting. Beta, nobody wants to do monotonous work. Definitely the work of the employee should be interesting, but it is made by the manager only, should be made by the manager only, that he should make their work interesting by giving them some activity in between, or by giving them some special or interesting task in between, so that the employee should not feel disheartened, or they should not feel monotonous while doing work. So their work should be made interesting. Fine. So this is the way to motivate people with growth needs. First of all, manager should support to complete new tasks. He should support the employees to complete new tasks, and he should give staff and employees a challenge to do work, and work should be made interesting. Fine. Let's see next point. Next one is encourage people to think for themselves. Generally, everyone is there in the organization who are doing the work to fulfillment of their individual needs only. But sometimes the people who are thinking for organization as well, it's the duty of the manager that they should make the employees feel special, that they should think for themselves. If they will make or do something that the employees are special to them, definitely it will encourage employees to do the work more and more with the best of their capacity. Fine. Beta, basically the work of any organization depends upon the objectives and the environment as well. There are so many factors in the organization. Fine. That should be correlated with all this. But if the managers are encouraging the employees on daily routine, definitely there will be better result that the employees can get from themselves by encouraging themselves. Fine. So it is a duty of the managers, top level management basically. Fifth one is keep people informed. Whatever the decision is taken by the top management, definitely they should keep people informed about that, so that people also think that there is feeling of belongingness with the organization, so that they can do their best. Fine. And next one is ask people what motivates them. Definitely every management knows that there are some positive or negative, both financial and non-financial motivators that motivate people, but they should also ask people that what motivates them, some activity or some financial incentive or some non-financial terms, non-monetary terms we can say. So if they are doing all this, definitely it will create positive and harmonious environment in the organization. So fourth point is encourage people to think for themselves, and next one is keep people informed about everything, every decision, and ask people what motivates them, so that these things can be organized in the organization and all the activities should go smoothly. Fine. So your homework is you just revise the topics done previously as well and this topic as well, and complete your notebook. Note down this topic in your prayer notebook as well.